is Ashcroft. He's the man in form, Alan. He's the man who's been doing the business. Let's hope he can keep it going.
Certainly Lee Ashcroft had an inspired game here against Wolves after being left out of the previous two games. Scored the first goal and a fine run and cross, setting up Bob Taylor's magnificent header for the second. So it's Swindon, all in red, who get us underway, attacking from right to left. One or two positional changes for them, and Hawthorns making the first mistake of the game. And then, in his opinion, forced to bring down Bob Taylor to stop him getting any further. And a little bit fortunate, perhaps, to avoid a yellow card there, Kevin Hawthorns.
I felt Mr. Burns was going to give him a yellow card there. He seemed to put his hand to his pocket, but then he changed his mind. You know, you normally get away with it early on anyway. And I think Hawthorns got away with that one.
Free kick to Albion there. Burgess and McNally, the two players over the ball. It's McNally who plays it in, and Burgess with the shot. That was a clever free kick by West Brom, and it almost paid off with a goal for Darryl Burgess, who hasn't scored, in fact, for over a year now.
It's a well-rehearsed free kick. It goes into Taylor, who lays a superb weighted pass back there for Burgess. And to be fair to Burgess, he gets a good strike on target. That's all you can ask from there.
Burgess being used in the right-back position these days by West Brom. He's also played sweeper recently. An abundance of centre-backs at the Hawthorns. And he's doing a good job in what's a relatively new position for him. Shout for handball there. And the referee upholds the shout. Thorne slipped and used his arm to control the ball. Free kick aimed towards Andy Hunt. Vivash headed it clear, and McMahon got it away from danger. Fjortoft at the other end, beaten to it by Paul Marden, skipper of West Brom today. Marden beaten to the header by Wayne O'Sullivan, but it drops kindly for Raven, and now Agnew on the far side, but he's run into trouble. And the whistle's gone for a free kick to Swindon. The foot raised a bit high in that challenge. Has given it away. Who tells the manager off when he makes a mistake? Andy Rowland, incidentally, is McMahon's number 2, taking the duties down on the bench today. And Vivash deciding to take charge of that situation as Digby came from his goal a little reluctantly, I felt.
Yes, he didn't look too confident there, Digby. He didn't make up his mind early enough.
Hamilton plays it straight against Robinson. Now Vivash, and he's lost possession. McNally. On this near side, Donovan calling for the ball and gets it. Now Taylor wants it played in early on the penalty spot. No foul. He got over himself. And Swindon survived what looked a dangerous moment for them now.
Looking at the pitch, it just looks a bit greasy. That's the second player we've seen attempting to go by somebody and his feet just going from under him. It looks as though possibly it could have had a bit of water on it.
Thorne's header towards Fjortoft. Raven wins it back. McMahon with an uncharacteristic header. A lot of mistakes being made early on. McMahon again. O'Sullivan's layoff, played it in behind young Todd. And that's given possession to Ashcroft, who'll gallop into that empty space with glee and find Hunt onto Taylor. Good challenge by Hawthorns. Lovely move by West Brom. And Hawthorns certainly made up for his earlier error in this game with that very timely tackle. Good work by Hunt in dummying the ball through, and it really looked as though Taylor was going to score, John.
A superb move. Hunt attacked his fullback, got him behind, crossed a good left foot ball, and it must have been a good corner for Taylor to leave it from Taylor calling to Hunt to leave it. Hunt left it and Taylor got it on target. Good move.
Todd, oh, that was a strong challenge on the young number 3, playing at right back. Ashcroft just warned by the referee to calm down, and the free kick slid in quickly to Joey Beecham. Good turn by him and a good ball into the middle. Robinson almost able to get a shot on target. Ashcroft clears the danger. Hunt Played it straight back towards his own goal and played his side into trouble for a moment, but they've got out of it again. And now Kevin Donovan will take on Horlock once more. Taylor in support. Early layoff to McNally. In it goes to Hunt. Robinson wins it back. Joey Beecham with plenty of room to attack the Albion midfield, which was non-existent at that moment, but he overran it, got himself into trouble. Now McMahon for Swindon. Beecham's there again. Fjortoft. Well, as we've said before, he has such outrageous belief in his own ability, Fjortoft. He'll try a shot in any situation.
It's amazing, really, the room that Beecham's getting in the midfield here. You know, you look at him and you think, well, possibly here he is here. He just gets hold of the ball, he plays a little 1-2. He thought he was going to play, but falls off, strike the ball left-footed well over the top. But Beecham can't be given that much room.
West Brom 16th at the start of play, 44 points from 36 games. If they win, they could move up 3 places in the table. Swindon would still stay in the relegation position, even if they get all 3 points. West Brom flying down this side again with Donovan. Hunt and Taylor, the targets in the middle. But he never got the cross in early enough and gave Horlock a second opportunity to get it clear. But he looks up for this one, Kevin Donovan. A couple of very good runs he's had early on. And he'll take the corner kick. Both Marden and Raven, the centre-backs, have come forward. Marden on the edge of the 6-yard box. Raven now making the run from near the penalty spot. The ball cleared. A rather half-hearted attempt to get it back in by Hamilton. And in the end, Marden's attempted shot turned out to be a pass to Taylor, but he didn't have time for the shot. Here's Andy Todd for Swindon. Excellent work by Marden. Taylor gets it away. McMahon to Robinson. Todd. Now he couldn't reach it. Thorne in possession. He has Joey Beecham to his left and Fjortoft alongside him almost. Now O'Sullivan. Foul on him. 21, Wayne O'Sullivan, and that was only last month as well. A regular now in this Swindon side this season. Made his debut on the opening day. Here's Beecham. Horlock still with him. McMahon. And a good ball finds Todd. Good ball. Nice 1-2. Todd again. Forward to Fjortoft. Again. Horlock looks for Fjortoft, edge of the box, and he claims he was pushed there, Fjortoft. The referee doesn't agree though. Albion's throw it.
Swindon knocked it about well then. They kept possession, they were very patient, playing it into feet, changing the play. Good play by Swindon.
Swindon who slipped to third from bottom of the table, 37 points from 34 games. Would go above Bristol City if they were to win today. They'd still be in danger. And they've got to play away to Derby County on Wednesday. That looks a tough fixture for them. Derby, the informed team at the moment, and you can see highlights of that game incidentally on Central. Here's McMahon. Vivash, the lone defender here, and decided to take no risks. On the left flank. And that was a bad challenge on Ashcroft. You could hear the studs connecting from here. I think the referee might have a word with him. Todd.
Good old-fashioned that one, wasn't it? In they go with the studs flying.
Free kick played in early, and it was Todd who stabbed it clear. I don't think he knew too much about that clearance as it happened. Horlock measures the ball down the left to Beecham. Good ball. got Donovan to take on. And has wasted the opening. It can be infuriating at times, Joey Beecham. Obviously, very gifted player, John, but sometimes you wonder whether his delivery could be a lot better.
Well, I was looking there to Beecham to take on Donovan and maybe get right to the byline, but he looked up and tried to bend a little ball in. Frustrating, as you say. You want him to get to the byline. You want him to be cutting balls back because the two strikers haven't really got there early enough. So therefore, he's got to hold the ball and try and get right to the line and cross it then.
Vivash with a good clearance finds Fjortoft. O'Sullivan. Todd. Headed away by Marden. Swindon have it back again, but Fjortoft's control was poor, and Burgess concedes the throw. Vivash with a long ball to Thorne. Marden got there first, but here's Horlock. And the early stage is characterised by one or two errors in possession by both teams, but there's an excellent ball. Hunt. Vivash recovering player. And there's another error by Donovan. Unforced that one as well.
Yeah, so it's unfortunate. It's a great run by Andy Hunt. He pulled out in behind the full-back and it was good control and just played a simple ball back just that Donovan took his eye off it.
Big Sean Taylor, captain, Swindon Town. Good ball, Fjortoft. And the referee decided that was a foul by Marden. I thought that was a harsh decision by Mr. Burns.
Yeah, I agree there. He came round the side of him, put his foot up. All right, it may have been a bit high, but at the same time he did play the ball.
Indirect free kick. With Fjortoft backing into him. I'm not sure what else Marden could have done there. McMahon finally chipped it in to Fjortoft, and it was a good kick. But he lost possession. McNally. Good tackle on him. Here's McMahon again. Beecham takes over. Fjortoft and Thorne on the far post. Thorne's header. How unlucky. And Marden gets it away. Brilliant header by Peter Thorne. So unlucky not to add to his goals tally there. And now the ball's gone out of play. And West Brom get a throw in. They could easily have been a goal behind.
Now this is what we're talking about. Beecham there crosses right to the back post. Superb header there by Thorne. Goalkeeper flat-footed. Great header, hit the inside the post, came out and cleared. Sigh of relief there by all West Brom fans.
Well, it was Thorne who got the winner on Wednesday night against Sunderland with a header then. Scored those 2 goals against Bolton in the Coca-Cola semi-final as well, of course. And 2 goals before that in the league match at Burnley. It should have been goal number 6 in his Swindon career. He was very unlucky. There's Marden, who stayed very calm, I must say, when the ball came out to him following that Thorne header. Peter Thorne signed from Blackburn Rovers. Beecham. Good ball for McMahon. We've got snow falling now, would you believe? It's been that crazy sort of day here. Here's young Andy Todd. Yes, we've had all manner of weather in the last couple of hours. Sunshine at kick-off. Now we've got a mixture of snow and hailstones falling. Who said spring's on the way? Poor layoff there by Todd has given West Brom a throw-in.
You've got to see West Brom. They've got to push their back four up. They're just sitting back a little bit deep at the moment. They've got to push the back four up, which will push the midfield on to support the front two.
Taylor forcing it out to Ashcroft. Good tackle by Todd, who incidentally is the son of Colin Todd.
Got something to live up to there, Alan, hasn't he?
He's on loan from Middlesbrough at the moment, where Colin Todd is one of his former clubs. Hamilton forcing it back to Ashcroft. Agnew. Made room for the cross nicely, but Taylor read the danger. And back in again by the new number 3, Paul Agnew, but that'll be Swindon's ball.
I think Taylor would have liked that cross from Agnew just to be in between the keeper and him. He would have been bombing in on that. That's what he's been looking for. Just, you must play just to the space for Taylor. He's brilliant at attacking the space.
Oman gets it clear of danger. But Albion enjoying a good little period of possession here. Not the best kick by Naylor, however. Thorne's layoff. Vivash has given it away. Agnew. Ashcroft. And he did well there, Todd. Fjortoft. Bit of time for Taylor to have a look at the options. Warlock. On the axis for everything in midfield today for Swindon. Fjortoft, good layoff. Nice neat football from Swindon. Now it goes in long to Fjortoft. Took that brilliantly on the chest. Couldn't quite feed it through to Beecham as he intended.
Yes, again, some patient football. A lot of it stemming from McMahon. McMahon in the midfield is just sitting a little deeper. He supports the ball terribly well. Great experienced player.
Beecham again for Swindon. Taylor. Not much room here for Beecham. He did well to get any kind of cross in then. And indeed, he's done even better, as that's gone behind for a corner. Crowd feeling it should have been a goal kick and letting the referee know their feelings, as only Baggies fans can. So Fjortoft, an obvious danger here. Vivash and Taylor both forward as well on the edge of the box. McMahon. Beecham played it in rather untidily, lucky to get it back again. McMahon. Beecham, they're still queuing up on the far post, but again Joey Beecham shows the irritating side of his game. That was wasteful. And now it's Swindon's little spell of possession. Long ball by Horlock for Fjortoft. Classic header down to Thorne. That's a great effort by Thorne.
That's superb striking. You know, you look there, Fjortoft got up and he's won a good header, and here's the strike. The left foot, he just flicks it up. A brilliant effort, just dipping over the top of the bar. You can see why players get goals when they strike like that. Great strike, great effort.
He's only 21, Peter Thorne. He was in the reserves at Blackburn, only played once for them in the first team. That was the Charity Shield this season as a substitute. He was out on loan to Wigan Athletic last season. Taylor doing well for Swindon. It's good play then by McNally, going through 2 strong tackles, the second of which was a foul, according to the referee. This is the first match that Eddie McNally has started for 3 months for the substitute's appearance, but hasn't been able to get a regular place since Alan Buckley came here. So he has had injury problems as well. And Northern Ireland international in this attack again, and he'll want to go down the right. The ball from Donovan was a forward.
Yes, I think we find Marden's gone off with a split iron, I think. Looking round, they've had to make some changes there. The right back's gone into central defender. McNally's come back to right back. And they're playing with 10 men at the moment.
Yes, he got injured while we were having a look at that effort by Peter Thorne in the slow motion replay, and went off immediately for treatment. Presumably a couple of stitches. Taylor's header clear, gives West Brom a throw-in. Good intelligent running from the throw-in by Taylor. McNally. Got a bit of a kick there, McNally, as he played that one away, but they've kept possession, West Brom. Hunt, good tackle by Vivash, wins it back. Now McMahon for Swindon. Fjortoft down the left. It's a good open game so far, both sides having little spells of pressure. Joey Beecham. Good little ball in. Robinson looking for Fjortoft. Now McMahon. He was always going to win that one, wasn't he? Paula. Fjortoft couldn't reach the header. And it was Donovan who got it clear. Vivash. Knocks it long, looking for Thorne. And Thorne's got in and nicked it off the defender. That was slow thinking. Burgess in the end had to clear for a corner. And full marks to Peter Thorne there for not giving up what looked a lost ball.
Yes, that was a great chase. You love your strikers to chase those balls. And here it is, the ball's over the top. He just keeps running, gets his arm across. Good touch, but Fjortoft had just dwelt a bit and then followed in quick enough. Good ball across the goal.
Beecham with the corner kick. Clearance was by Hunt. McMahon battling away here with Donovan. O'Sullivan back to McMahon, but he was beaten in the tackle this time. And Todd just got a vital foot to it, but there's still a chance here for West Brom. Hunt. Taylor's up with him. He's run straight into Vivash though. And they might have made more of that break really, Albion. O'Sullivan to Fjortoft. Handball by the Norwegian.
Yeah, there was a good break on there. You know, you look at Hunty and you fancy him here, but it's a great tackle by Vivash. He's got his right foot in, body behind the ball, and it's a strong defensive tackle. But I thought Hunty should have done better there.
Vivash marking Hunt very closely again from the free kick. Hunt did well to win that. Hamilton. Agnew playing it forward for Taylor. And the other Taylor, big Sean Taylor, got there ahead of him. Midway through the first half, still West Bromwich Albion 0, Swindon Town 0. A good open game. Horlock getting it away. Swindon backing away here, and rather fortunate that Donovan didn't make more of that. Now McMahon. Sullivan's layoff to Todd. Good ball. Fjortoft. Got a bit of work to do here, Fjortoft. He's kept it in. That's the first priority. He looks for Thorne, or beyond him, Beecham. Good save. That could have been on its way. Certainly would have created danger anyway.
Yeah, it's a good cross there. And Beecham, to be fair to him, he controls the ball well here. His first touch isn't bad. There it is. He thumps it down onto his left foot, and the keeper's made a good save with his foot.
West Brom are about to make a substitution here, but the corner's already been taken by Swindon. That's why the crowd are booing. They thought the referee should have stopped play and allowed O'Regan to come on. Ashcroft chasing here. Todd back to his keeper. And the ball's still not out of play. It is now, and Kieran O'Regan will come on, because obviously Martin's injury was worse than we first imagined, and he can play no further part in this game. Now they're lucky here that they've got Burgess in the side at right back, because he will obviously just slot naturally into the centre half position, and presumably O'Regan will go in at right back. Referee making a bit of a meal of getting him on.
On the pitch, he's taking a throw straight away.
Oh dear, there's one in a very painful area for Joey Beecham. And here's another possible moment of pain for Swindon as Taylor gets into the box. He gets a good ball over to the far post. Corner. Hunt just beaten to it.
It was one of those crosses, one of those deep crosses from Taylor. He does his little bit, checks back, the ball breaks for him. He goes on and crosses it deep at the far post. And you're looking there, Hunty goes up. No conviction, really. He didn't really attack that ball, Hunty.
Wayne O'Sullivan, the Swindon defender, who got it away. Beecham's now had to go off the pitch to recover from that really painful blow. He got the ball where he wouldn't want it. Understand that Martin is indeed getting stitches in that wound over his eye, and obviously won't be back. Beecham will be. Eventually, the corner's being taken meantime. And the free kick given for a foul, I presume, by Hunt as he went up for the ball. On the halfway line, Joey Beecham's just come back on.
Yeah, all counted, all correct, I take it now, Alan. No, that was a good corner. There was a ball whipped in there, and I just felt that that there Hunty was going to lead in and get that. It was a beautifully struck corner.
Swindon have only won 2 of their 17 away matches in the league this season, at 2 of the sides near the bottom as well, Notts County and Burnley. Drawn 4, lost 11. That's where their problems lie, their away form. And they must realise that it's going to be hard to get anything out of this, because West Brom have got a good home record. In fact, they've won more matches at home than any of the teams in the bottom half of the table. 10 home wins, 2 drawn, just 5 defeats.
They've got a great crowd behind them here, and the crowd really get behind the Hawthorns, get behind their team, cheer them on. Lots of vocal support they get, and that encourages you to go forward and to break defences down of the opposition. I would just like to see McNally push through on McMahon and just stop him having the freedom of the park. He's got a lot of room, and he's a good passer of the ball.
Here is McNally passing it nicely to Hunt. Good defending by Vivash. A good ball finds Joey Beecham, who's given it away. Still winded from the earlier incident. Donovan to Hunt. McNally. Ashcroft down on the left, and also in support is Agnew. Now Ashcroft. And Sullivan closed down the space. Oh, I like it.
You were that type of player, Al, weren't you?
Yeah, I'd have been stood behind him watching him, yeah. Here's Thorne.
Oops.
Good tackle by Raven. Donovan. Hunt. Picked short that layoff, and it invited Steve McMahon to make the kind of tackle he relishes. Still got some bandaging on his right arm, Steve McMahon. He broke his arm. He's had no luck at all as a player at Swindon. He got sent off, in fact, on his debut against Southend. Then he broke his arm against Oldham. And I think this is only about the 10th or 11th match he's managed since he took over in November as player-manager. Foul given there, as Beecham thought he got away with it. The foul was by Fjortoft.
You're looking for movement out of the front men there, and it's just not happening for West Brom at the moment.
Big Sean Taylor with a meaty header away. Raven. O'Regan with a long ball. Taylor Elite goes up all day, and a good header finds Beecham. McMahon. Outside of the foot, glorious ball to Robinson. Pity the cross wasn't as good. Bit of vintage Steve McMahon play in the build-up there.
Yes, that was a magnificent ball from McMahon. The outside of the right foot, he just bent the ball into Robinson's palm. A brilliant ball. Pity Robinson didn't make a bit better use, as you say, on it.
Taylor swings one in for Thorne. Cleared by Burgess. It's a good clearance too. Taylor pursuing it. Vivash held his ground well. That's excellent defending. Fall off. Whoops. Giving it away to Donovan. Now Taylor. Back it goes again to Donovan. Hunt in the middle in a good position. He's played it behind him, but still a chance for Ashcroft. That was a good opening.
Good defending there. Good defending by Swindon. There's a touch just as Ashcroft looked as though he was going to come in and knock it in. Here's the ball here. It's the ball to Donovan down the outside by Taylor. And Donovan gets to the line, crosses it back brilliantly there. It's a brilliant cross back, which gets defenders wrong-footed. And here's a little touch, just knocked him just off the ball.
There was Wayne O'Sullivan again. That's the second vital interception he's made.
But you'd fancy Ashcroft there. You know, he likes coming in on that right foot and giving the ball a good whack.
Now the two Taylors battling again. The Swindon version wins the war. 5-3 on goal attempts, 0-0 on goals scored. 30 minutes completed.
Funny enough, Alan, there could have been 2 goals either end, couldn't there, really?
Yes, indeed.
Both sides are saying, right, come on, we've got to attack, we've got to go forward, we've got to try and get the 3 points. It's the right way to approach the game.
Well, I must say, John, for 2 teams in the wrong half of the table, there's been some very good football and plenty of entertainment.
And not a lot of talking.
O'Regan with the clearance then, he felt he had to intervene, couldn't wait for Stuart Naylor. Fjortoft. You never know when he's going to have a shot, even from the most impossible angles. This time he settled for a corner.
That was good defensive play by Raven. He's kept the Fjortoft facing out wide from the goal, facing the wrong way, and when he did turn, he blocked his cross.
And they've taken the corner very early. Beecham. Nice little ball. O'Sullivan's cross is a good one, and it's knocked behind for another corner. But if anything, at the moment, I'd say Swindon ahead on points.
Yes, they're playing some good football. They're knocking the ball. They look at slightly more confident side than West Brom at the moment.
Five Ash forward again for the corner. Fjortoft inside the 6-yard box. No problem for Stuart Naylor. West Brom's longest serving player in his 10th year now at the Hawthorns. Plenty of time for the goalkeeper to have a little trot outside the area and then give the ball away. McMahon. Lock. Not the easiest ball for him. He's under pressure from Donovan right behind him. It's good play by Donovan. It's done really well. McNally. O'Regan. Well played, O'Regan. And a great cross. Oh, that should have been the goal for Ashcroft. Well,
oh dear, oh dear. Brilliant play by O'Regan. He's come on there and he's gone and he's tapped the Swindon defence. Here he is, he does a little shuffle and gets through there and he gets on by and looks up there and it's a lovely clip and in comes Ashcroft. I thought he would have done better. I thought I was going to see a repeat of the goal Wednesday night.
Well, it's not a bad for a winger. He's a pretty good header of the ball normally, Ashcroft, but you just wonder if that chance had fallen to Bob Taylor or Andy Hunt, would it have been missed? But the Swindon defence parted like the Red Sea then to allow O'Regan to make the run. Here's Ashcroft again. That's a great cross. Taylor! Well, what a combination. If you've got a good winger who gets the ball in early and you've got a predatory striker like Bob Taylor, it's a great combination.
It's a great cross, perfection. And Taylor's going in, he's odds on, he's just taking his eye off the ball. He'd be odds on to score there normally. But 2 wonderful chances in the space of 2 minutes for West Brom. They should have really put themselves in front there. They deserved it because it was 2 good bits of play, 2 great crosses, not finished off.
So ironic when we'd been saying that Swindon were probably playing the better football in the last 10-15 minutes or so. They've now come close to conceding a goal twice. Sullivan. Take it McNally. On it goes Taylor. Lovely ball. Ashcroft. And Taylor both in the middle. Oh, that's a brave header. And in all fairness to the goalkeeper, he was courageous as well. But you've got to be prepared to get hurt, to make goals and to save them. And we saw outstanding courage by striker and goalkeeper here, John.
Yes, it's a tremendous cross in. They've both got to go for it. Digby goes out, he leaves his line positive. Taylor comes in, Digby gets the punch, and Taylor just twisted mid-air and gets the ball to wrap him on the back of the head. And now is the point of bravery, though, from both players. Look at that. That's bravery.
Well, that was unlucky for the third time in a matter of minutes. West Brom coming close.
But you can see West Brom now starting to turn the screws on Swindon.
Donovan's corner chipped in impishly to the near post, but Digby made a good catch. Well, let's quickly join our reporter Phil Mepham on the touchline. Phil. Problem, as you could have gathered there with Phil's microphone, which we'll get back to him later. Ball off. Taylor. Fjortoft took that beautifully. McMahon. Charged down by McNally. Hunt. Ashcroft down the left again. Hunt did well to prod that back to him there. And now Donovan. Good looking ball, and it almost reached Hunt. Good clearance by Vivash. Taylor. Donovan again. Bodies all over the place here in the penalty area as he pulls it back towards Ashcroft. Another header by the winger. Steve McMahon is down, so is the West Brom player. Can't see who it is from here.
Taylor.
Bob Taylor it is. And they're both lying injured.
Yeah, it's one of those, I think it was a clash of shins there as they went in. Bob Taylor went on the turn to have a shot. Here we are, Bob Taylor has his shot there, and he just comes and puts his foot up there. McMahon blocking the ball. No intent, I don't think, to hurt Taylor, but Taylor's caught his shin, and McMahon's got his shin. Who's going to be the hardest on the day? Where's your money going to go? Taylor will be up first?
I fancy McMahon, because any man who stands in shorts and shirt on a freezing cold night, as I've seen him on the touchline, but big Bob's of hardy northeast stock as well.
I think you've won this one, Al.
Yeah, McMahon's on his feet.
Yeah.
Never show him your hurt, eh?
No.
But when you tackle them,
he wouldn't have got
up.
I promise you he wouldn't have got up. He'd have stayed down.
Well, Phil Mepham is still standing down on the touchline. Phil.
Yes, well, just to confirm the news for Paul Marden, he's had 5 stitches inserted between his eyebrows. The reason he's gone off is not because he's too badly injured. It's purely and simply because that's the only part of the forehead that they cannot protect. That is the reason that Paul Marden has been substituted, Alan.
Thank you, Phil. And McMahon still hobbling. I was saying before, he's hardly had any luck in his playing career of the 2 aspects of his job at the county ground. Danny Thomas, the physio of West Bromwich Albion, just completing his treatment for Bob Taylor, who's also hobbling pretty painfully away. I wonder if...
Yeah, it's one of those injuries when somebody blocks your foot just when you're going to have a shot. Very, very painful. It's just right across the front of the ankle joint.
They've already lost one player, as Phil's just been telling us, Marden off. And they won't want to make another substitution if they can avoid it, certainly before half-time, and certainly won't want to lose Bob Taylor. Handshake there between the two, good to see that. There was no intent in the challenge.
West Brom wouldn't have wanted that stoppage because they've just possibly had their best spell. They've been looking dangerous, they've been looking as though they were going to score.
So we'll keep an anxious eye on those two now. Bob Taylor certainly is not running easily. McMahon seems to have shaken it off. In fact, Taylor's limping heavily. I just wonder whether he's going to be able to continue here. He looks in trouble to me.
Yeah, he does. Yeah. You know, he's not the type of player that sort of would stop with a little knock. He's really limping there, really sore.
As McMahon drives the free kick into the box, it comes out again to Hunt.
Taylor's just signalled no to the box.
Yes, he's gone down in the centre circle. I'm afraid Bob Taylor is unlikely to play any further part in this game. Well, that's a major blow to West Brom. And also, of course, there's been a great deal of speculation as to whether he was likely to get a big money transfer before transfer deadline day, which is next Thursday. Certainly not going to help his cause if he's injured. Not that I'm suggesting he wants to leave West Brom, but clearly his contract is up at the end of the season, and there has been a lot of talk about him moving on. So Tony Rees, the man that Alan Buckley brought from his former club Grimsby, will take Bob Taylor's place, so that's a shame.
Yes, he looks really sore there, doesn't he?
And we had a few quid on getting the first
We
goal.
did, yeah.
That won't happen now.
Good a tipster as we are again.
In case you think we're biased, if you're watching in Swindon, we also had a few quid on Fjortoft, even-handed as ever. The sun is out again on this bizarre day weather-wise. Taylor's header clear. Pollock hooking it on. Thorne. Beecham. Fjortoft. Good clearance by Burgess, and then Raven gets it away to Ashcroft. Hunt. Hamilton. Ashcroft just pokes it back to Agnew. Lost possession momentarily. He's kept them moving though. Rees with a little layoff. And Agnew battling in between three Swindon players and was overwhelmed in the end. Well, it's becoming interesting over there. Throw in the final outcome.
New bodies going there, wasn't it, Alan? You know, this is how it's got to be. It's one of those matches. It's vital to both sides, and they've got to get their tackles in, and they've got to be strong and committed.
Robinson with a committed tackle again. Nan O'Sullivan, but West Brom keep possession. 3 minutes of the first half remaining. Lovely little layoff finds Ashcroft. Hunt in a good position on the penalty spot. Taylor gets it clear. Ashcroft again. And Vivash this time, first to meet it. And Swindon relieved that that pressure's over.
You just get a feeling with West Brom. It's the two players on the flanks, or the flanks where they're going to really create the problems for Swindon. They're starting to penetrate down the left and the right-hand side wide, and the quality crosses coming in. It looks very, very dangerous at the moment.
Fjortoft to Robinson. Ashcroft takes on Robinson, but he just got the sliding tackle in time. It's been a disruptive first half for West Brom, losing their centre-half and their centre-forward. And of course, if they get another injury now, they're in trouble, and Alan Buckley does not have the luxury of making a tactical change in the second half either. They use their two outfield players. No free kick given there. Vivash gets it away. West Brom again with Ashcroft and Hamilton combining. Raven. Agnew. Vivash's clearance. And now McMahon. Pollock. They do look to release Fjortoft early at every opportunity. And here he is. McMahon, who has recovered from his injury, and that's another great ball to Joey Beecham. Thorne in the middle, good defending though by big Darryl Burgess.
It's good build-up play that by Swindon. Fjortoft, a little trick, he kept it on his knee, kept the ball up, and then played it back to McMahon, who played a superb ball over the top.
Steve McMahon's played two passes that Glenn Hoddle would have been proud of in this half. And here he is again. Todd couldn't reach it in time. Vivash is the last defender here for Swindon, and that's why he did the right thing, the safe thing. Higby finds Fjortoft. Good header. Pollock. McMahon has had a very good half. Todd. Given away. Hamilton's interception. Beecham wins it back, though. Crowd getting a bit frustrated with West Brom at the moment. O'Sullivan to Beecham. Thorne and Fjortoft inside the penalty box. He pulls it back. And that proved to be the wrong thing in the end. Donovan being fouled by Thorne. That's West Brom's free kick. As we move into stoppage time.
Yes, McMahon has just sat in that midfield and sprayed the ball about very accurately. He's got great vision. You know, and I am repeating myself, I know this, but I'd just like to see West Brom get a bit tighter to him and just put him under a bit more pressure.
Yes, if you allow McMahon to dictate things, he's obviously still a class player, and he'll use that room to good effect. Warlock. Beecham. I thought there was a foul, and so did the linesman. And the referee's upheld his official on the touchline. Free kick.
I'm a bit surprised Swindon aren't throwing Taylor in the box here. He's a brilliant header in the opposing box.
Fjortoft tries to find some room in that penalty area as Horlock plays it in. Thorne. Good ball. Fjortoft couldn't quite play it back to him. Good ball out by McNally. Reese. Big Sean Taylor hasn't got out of trouble yet. Hunt. The half-time whistle can only be seconds away, I would think. This could be Albion's last attack of the half. Agnew into Reese. Hamilton. Ashcroft. Reese did well to keep possession there. Ashcroft turning it towards the touchline, but couldn't get the cross in.
Yeah, it's a good move, good football by West Brom. They played the ball around well. Hunt done well. He came out wide, picked the ball up, good control, kept him in possession. Good play, good build-up.
Hamilton. Ashcroft again. Room for the good cross here. Overhit it slightly, and Horlock got it clear. And now Beecham. O'Regan doing well to win it back. Good challenge by McMahon. Horlock's in trouble. O'Regan determined to win that. Did really well there, Kieran O'Regan. Terrier out. Agnew. And Hunt is onside. Ashcroft. Agnew. And now Hamilton. The crowd want the ball into the danger area. West Brom want to play it more patiently than that. O'Regan. Let's McNally take over. Donovan. Oh, he's done well here, Donovan, but the cross was disappointing.
No, it's good play, good play. West Brom now look as though they're back in the game. They're on top, they're knocking the ball about sweetly. Lots of movement off the ball.
There'll be another stoppage here before the half-time whistle. Treatment for an injury. We've had 3.5 minutes of stoppage time already, actually.
Yes, but you know, you like to see sides playing football. I do, you know, and you can see both sides are attempting to play the game the right way, pass the ball about, movement off the ball, get it out wide, get crosses over. And for West Brom, they deserve really to be in the lead. I know Swindon have had the unfortunate happening of hitting the post, but West Brom have created 2 or 3 very good chances, which you'd hope one of them would have been taken.
Adi Vivash recovered from that knock. And I can't believe we'll have too much more time added now by the referee. I don't know where he's getting it all from anyway.
Marden walked straight off virtually, didn't he?
Correct. It was the McMahon-Taylor injury, that's the longest stoppage. Naylor launches a long ball downfield again. Ashcroft with a header, cleared by Todd. O'Sullivan, and that is the half-time whistle. Entertaining game, chances for both sides. Swindon hit the post. West Brom had one or two very good efforts that went close, but we've still ended up with a goalless first 45 minutes at the Hawthorns. West Bromwich Albion 0, Swindon Town 0. We'll be back after the break.
Welcome back. Goalless at the Hawthorns then, Jim, but really Swindon certainly should have taken the lead when they had the ascendancy there.
They did. They certainly won all the early points. There was no question about that. There's been some very good football played by both sides, and it's nice to see that when they're both sort of are struggling to get out of the relegation zone, and here they are trying to play their way out. Normally, as we well know, it's a little bit heavier than that, but it's good to see. So we've seen some very good football.
Now, Peter Thorne, I think he's got a lot of potential.
21, he looks pretty useful, doesn't he? I mean, if Swindon go down, he may well be going up or staying up. He does, he looks useful. And they certainly had the early call on things, there was no question about that. Beecham, who I think's had a good game, actually, he stumbles a bit there, but he's played very well. He's looked good of late, and that's just unlucky, really. You can't argue with that. There's not much you can do about that. You'll see this from a better angle. Again, Beecham will go down again. Yeah, I told you he would, didn't I? And
How did you know that?
I don't know. And it's an excellent header. It's just one of those things. That's right. Inside of the post, yeah, it's the post as well. Amazing. Well cleared there, but.
Funny enough, we haven't seen or heard much of Fjortoft, have we?
Fjortoft hasn't had a very good game at this particular time. One has to say that.
In fact, it was Thorne again, wasn't it?
Thorne again, who was actually doing the business for Swindon, and he came closest yet again. And this was when Swindon were dominant, and that's a good volley. That's not too far away from a very difficult position. He hit that very well. So they took it, and then Albion suddenly started to play very well, I thought. They knocked the ball about. They've strung lots of passes together. They've looked up, they've used their men very well. They're running off the balls, been very good. And they've been very impressive. And actually, really, of the two teams, at the end of it, you'd have thought that they'd have gone in at least one up.
Now, you saw them beat Wolves in midweek, didn't you?
Yeah, I mean, that's
terrific header by
the interesting point. You see them beat Wolves, and we've got a comparison here where Ashcroft actually comes in on the header, and I mean he buried this from at least twice this far out on Wednesday night. It's a super run by O'Regan, and here you've got Ashcroft coming in and like on Wednesday he's taken that and he's just buried it in the corner of the net. And amazingly, we had the Ashcroft cross on Wednesday night, which Taylor buried, and now we've got exactly the same a minute later, and again another super Ashcroft cross. It's almost totally identical from the one against Wolverhampton, and Taylor comes in and this time really doesn't do very well. So it just shows you on both occasions you had two players score the other night and they've both missed their chances today. There you are.
And West Brom obviously going to miss Bob Taylor in the second half. He's gone off injured, of course. Anyway, we'll be back getting in the mood for that in a couple of moments. Hello again. Are you dying for the second half? I don't see why not, because there's been some good football.
Yeah, I mean, West Brom played like this the other night, and what they did the other night, they haven't done today, is what we've already highlighted. They haven't finished. They've had the opportunities, they just haven't knocked one in the back of the net. And that's the sole difference, really. Their movement, as I say, they played so much better than Wolves on Wednesday.
Let's have a look at an example of the fluidity of their play then, Jim.
The fluidity of their play, Tone, I love it. But it's good running off the ball again. O'Donovan's run brilliantly there, and this is a super crossback, aware of where Ashcroft is, and it was a good tackle by O'Sullivan, but I'm not sure whether I don't agree with you. It looks as though Ashcroft didn't want it enough. I don't think he did. I think if he'd have gone for it full pelt, which he would have done on Wednesday, he might well have got there. It was certainly a very good tackle by O'Sullivan.
I just think what Alan Shearer would have done with a chance like that.
Yes, but Alan Shearer is not playing for West Bromwich Albion, Tone. and they're not likely to in the near future either. But as I say, I admire the way Albion are trying to play their way out of trouble. They're doing extremely well. I think if they play like this the second half, no guarantees that they're going to score a goal, because Swindon certainly are not out of this.
No.
They've had played some super stuff themselves, and of course they could easily score. Fjortoft, as we know, has not really been in this game at all, and that's and that's something that you have to look at, because he's the sort of player who always loves to get into the game. He's a little bit in and out. He's a solid ball player. He's, as I see it, he's one of those players who's really always trying to do the unusual.
Yeah.
And this game hasn't suited him at the moment, but it could well do so before the 90 minutes are out.
Right, at the start of the afternoon I said you fancy West Brom and Swindon to stay up.
I did, yeah, I do.
You do? You still do?
Well, yeah. I mean, you've got teams like Sunderland. We know all the teams that are around them, so I fancy them.
OK, we'll interrupt you there, Jim. We can go back to the Hawthorns now and join Alan Parry and John Sillett.
Thank you, Tony. Welcome back to the Hawthorns, where West Bromwich Albion will get the second half underway here. We mentioned how good their home record has been this season in the first half, and they've beaten some of the leading sides in the First Division: Bolton, Sheffield United, Reading, and of course Wolves. And the Hawthorns has seen West Brom collect sufficient points to keep them out of those bottom four places, which will mean relegation this season. But they still need a couple of wins at least to make their end to the season rather less anxious than it's looking at the moment. Beginning preferably if you're a West Brom fan today. Ashcroft, Hamilton going in strongly, and the throw-in goes West Brom's way. As ever, good vocal support here. Well, the crowd can quickly turn against West Brom if things aren't going so well. Todd's clearance, and West Brom have made about 20-30 yards and got another throw-in. He'll have been well taught by his dad, one of the most elegant, finest defenders around in his day. McMahon's clearance, good header back in by Burgess, and the challenge by Hamilton. Hunt. Donovan. Got round Horlock superbly. Cross wasn't so clever though. Robinson's clearance was very untidy.
Yes, Donovan's got that ability to take players on. I'd like to see him doing it. I'd like to see him believe in himself.
McNally. O'Regan. That's good play. And they're queuing up for the cross, which almost inevitably was a disappointing one. By Donovan.
Yeah, I'll give him a plug, and there you are. That's what he goes and does to you. But having said that, he has got the ability to go by fullbacks. He can drop his shoulder. He's got a change of pace. And normally you can bank on his crossing. Just that one went astray.
Fjortoft with a little back header on for Thorne. But again, good defending by Darryl Burgess, who's having a solid game. In case you happen to have joined us late, he's started the match at right back, but has gone in at centre-half since Paul Marden went off with a split forehead in the first half, and Bob Taylor also left the field with a bad ankle injury, kicked just above the shin just before half-time. So West Brom have used both their substitutes, O'Regan and Rees. Thorne with a header. Fjortoft beaten to it, rather too easily by Paul Agnew. Now Raven. O'Regan. And straight back to O'Regan. Naylor's clearance. Hunt on the end of it. Good work by Sean Taylor, and that's a foul.
O'Regan's settled in at right back. He's done exceptionally well. He's played the ball nicely. He's gone forward when he's had to, and he's defended well. He's come on and slotted in very, very well.
Kevin Horlock in possession for Swindon, leaves it to Joey Beecham. Now McMahon knocking it long for Horlock. And there's O'Regan again, showing his excellent anticipation. Vivash has missed it. Rees with the layoff. Hamilton, a poor ball. Swindon get it back. McMahon. Not for long.
It's just going to take both sides. They've been in the dressing room. The managers have told them what they want them doing. They'll just be wanting to settle and start playing again.
McMahon in long for Fjortoft. It's done well to keep that in possession, in play rather, and in possession. And he's got a throw. I'm sure Steve McMahon will have had a stern word or two to say to Fjortoft. He didn't produce the best of his form in the first half. Here's Horlock. Beecham. Thorne in the penalty area for Swindon here if he can get the cross in. And he can. Fjortoft. But the layoff has gone straight to McNally. He survived the challenge from McMahon, but Swindon keep it again. Vivash. McMahon again. Had the ball, didn't realise he had it. Robinson. West Brom can't get their lines clear at the moment. Now they will with Donovan. Rees. Poor ball by him. McMahon has gone down injured again on the far side of the field. You just see him there getting to his feet. One crack on that shin in the incident in which Taylor went off. O'Regan. Hunt. Good layoff. Donovan helping it down the line, but it was headed away by Vivash. Looking a bit unsteady there. McMahon, his play continues. The little ball in reach with the turn and a fine effort. Although in the end, it has to be said, it was well wide of target. He hasn't scored yet for West Brom since coming here from Grimsby.
But you look at that play, he has play into feet, which we like, but it's a great turn by Rees. You watch his touch. Just with the outside of his right foot, he turns brilliantly and just cracks the shot wide. It just goes on wide. But that's good play.
Not the most prolific of scorers, but an excellent player in the build-up. Rees holds the ball well and uses it intelligently. McMahon with a long ball for Thorne, who is a natural goal scorer. A huge shout from the Swindon fans behind that goal when he went down, but there was no suggestion that it was a foul.
He's impressed with his honesty. He's an honest type of player, isn't he, Thorne? Makes good runs, always available, and a good header that hit the inside of the post is very unfortunate with. But he looks, and the volley, as Jim said, over the top of the bar, he looks quality.
And he's earned his side their first corner of the second half. Steve McMahon, back to Beecham, danger here for West Brom. The shot was well blocked, but he's still got possession, and still. Now he's given it away, but Taylor battles to win it back brilliantly. That's Sean Taylor all over. He doesn't know the meaning of the word defeat, Taylor, and he did superbly well to win that.
Yeah, he's a good, strong player. Here he is. His left foot, his favourite foot. He battles his way through there. Short back lift and strikes the ball onto target.
He's the epitome of the English centre-half, Sean Taylor. Big and strong and honest. A late comer to the professional game. He was a plumber down in the West Country, playing non-league for many years. He could have some defending to do here. The cross has gone into the top of the net. Goal kick.
There's another cross here coming in. Ashcroft again. Donovan again, and just crosses this ball. I can't believe it. You know, he's got all that field to cross the ball in. You must keep it in play. You say to yourself, I'm going to do everything I can to keep this ball in play. And he's not done it there.
Referees having a word with the Swindon bench for a reason that I can't explain because I don't know. For West Brom. It's not a bad ball forward. Rees on the end of it. Lovely little layoff. Hunt. Chance here. gives West Bromwich Albion the lead.
It's a great ball by Agnew and a lovely layoff by Reese. There's the little flick inside. Andy gets his touch with left foot, and there it is. Goalkeeper no chance, buried in the far corner. But that was a great flick inside there. Good touch. Gets the break there, Andy. You look at Vivash and say, perhaps you should have got that, but at the same time, it's a good finish. Brilliant.
At the other end, Fjortoft threatens danger. It could be an equaliser. It should have been. What a miss by Fjortoft. They could have had a goal back instantly. And their leading goal scorer guilty of an horrendous miss then.
Yes, that was a glaring miss. Here it is, the ball goes right the way in here. He gets his control. It's a mistake by the defender. He comes around and he just tries that little flick and just misses the target. You've got to get those on target. A bit casual, a bit sloppy, not a good finish.
Well, let's liven things up. And Andy Hunt's 8th goal of the campaign has given West Brom a vital lead here. Thorne for Swindon. It's a bad challenge on Todd. Free kick to Swindon. Well, can't take it that quickly. Alan Buckley's on his feet because they've got another player down injured, Agnew, who made that tackle. No sign of a yellow card, and we applaud the referee.
Lucky to get away with that, possibly, Alan. Yeah, as you say, we see enough yellow cards, don't we?
Yeah, nice to see a more lenient official.
Yeah.
McMahon's free kick, good one. Fjortoft on the end of it again. Now Todd. That's a useful looking ball. On the back post was Taylor. And a good save. Has to keep his eyes on that, Taylor.
Yeah, it's a good quality cross there, right over to the back post.
Here's another look at the goal, John.
Yeah, here it is here. This is a brilliant touch inside. A little flick by Reese. Here he gets the break, Andy Hunt does there. And to be fair to him, he finishes it off superbly well. Right in the corner. Good finish. Good goal. But the ball from Agnew was a super ball.
So Swindon, just 3 plays off the bottom of the first division, find themselves a goal behind. And Steve McMahon's team facing a real problem here. They've only won 3 of their last 23 league games. All those victories came, in fact, under McMahon against Middlesbrough of all teams, Burnley and Sunderland. They desperately need something out of today's match. Fjortoft could provide it and was unlucky. We've seen the worst and the best of Fjortoft here. Now Todd. O'Sullivan. Thorne, brilliant! That is a class goal by Peter Thorne.
What a finish that was. Here it is here. There's O'Sullivan out on the right. He's looking up. He pings the ball across, and Thorne's position is magnificent there. That's a magnificent strike, right-footed volley, spot on target. Great cross, great finish, great goal.
Absolutely. That was a classic goal by Peter Thorne, his 6th of the season since joining Swindon from Blackburn Rovers. His 2nd in successive matches. And no more overall, I think, than Swindon deserved.
He took a great position there, Alan. He waits outside. He didn't go in and attack the cross. He waited so that the crosser picked him out.
Swindon are level then, within about 4 minutes of going a goal behind. And they could have been level even quicker than that, of course. Fjortoft with a glaring miss and then hitting the post. Relieved man, I would think, to see his striking partner hit the target with that one. And hit the target he did in glorious style. What a volley that was by Thorne. It is again. Beecham. Ball up. Fjortoft's offside.
It's been an amazing game. You can't take your eyes off it for a moment.
Another look at the goal.
Here it is here, yes. great cross. He sits back out there. Oh, what a peach of a finish there. Magnificent. But both sides, in the first half, West Brom had 3 chances in about 2 minutes time, and then Swindon going had the 3 chances in 2 minutes. So it's end-to-end stuff. Both sides looking, as we're saying, to get goals, and that finish was quality.
Peter Thorne, the scorer. West Bromwich Albion 1, Swindon Town 1. And the quality of this match for two teams in the wrong half of the table has been excellent. And the football continues to be good. And what about that effort? Well, it was well over, but it was lovely play by Hunt.
Yeah, it's good build-up again. Good 1-2s going on. And Hunty made up his mind, I'm going to strike this ball. It needed power from where he was. It just needed keeping down and getting on target. But he's got to add that power to it because he's quite a long way out there. But another good effort at goal.
Reese. Oh, he helped that down beautifully for Donovan. Hunt in a great position in the middle, and he pulls it back to the near post. And a chance, yes! Reese has scored! His first goal for Albion. 15 minutes in the second half, and we've had 3 goals already.
Oh, what a finish this is again. There's the cross there. I think it nearly went in. And there is the follow-up by Reese is brilliant. The great left foot. It's Hunty that goes in there. It bounces out. The left foot getting your beauty. What a game.
2-1 to West Bromwich Albion. What a start to the second half here. Reese, who made the first goal, scores the second. O'Regan, McNally, Hunt. McNally's there again, and they're flying at the moment now, West Brom. Swindon have got it all to do all over again. Fjortoft, handball, wasn't it? Looked like it, but the linesman didn't signal. The referee says play on. The scorer of the second goal, Reese. O'Regan. McNally misses it. Ball off. I've never seen so many chances created in the space of just 15 minutes or so.
Fence is on top, Alan here.
But entertaining stuff. Fjortoft chasing here, trying to get in between the defender and the keeper. Burgess clear. McMahon, he'll keep driving Swindon on. Todd again from McMahon's pass. Looking for Thorne in the middle. I'll tell you what, that wasn't far wide either. He looks a natural scorer, this lad, and he's got injured there.
I think he got a crack on the head there with that header. But it was a powerful header. He gets a lot of power into this header, which is surprising really because he was just behind him slightly, and here he comes onto it now and gets a lot of power. There's a collision of heads just wide of the target.
Well, he's in some pain there. And the physio, John Trigg, carrying out the running repairs on the man who scored that terrific goal just a few minutes ago. But we've had another one since, and this was it. Donovan, Hamilton, it's all flicking off the defender, and Reese tucked it away beautifully.
It's a good finish. Good finish. You know, the crowd had gone out there, and he's gone in with his left foot, positive, and struck the ball cleanly and well.
Thorne's okay to continue. And with only 18 minutes gone in the second half, we've already seen the scoreline move from 0-0 to 2-1.
It always looked a possibility, didn't it? And really and truly, because there's been attacking going on down flanks, crosses coming in from both sides, and that's always a sign where you look and say there's going to be goals in this match. And they haven't disappointed.
I think there could be more yet. Agnew, a long ball for Hunt, headed away by Taylor. Fjortoft beaten to it by Burgess.
But Reese has done well. He's come on, he's got nice touch, good receiver of the ball, comfortable on the ball, made the first goal and scored the second goal.
Now McNally. There was a claim for handball there against him, but on the shoulder he claims, and the referee agrees. McMahon is still complaining furiously. Well, it looks as though that's exactly what he did give in the end, the ref, free kick. Thorne takes it on the chest. Fjortoft.
That's good understanding with each other. Fjortoft made a great position. The ball's gone in to Thorne's chest, and he's come round behind him there, and it's a wonderful strike, straight on target, straight at the goalkeeper.
Now Robinson. Beecham down the left. Fjortoft and Thorne inside the penalty area. Fjortoft. There's a shout from the Swindon fans for a handball there. And there was a shout for another handball against Ashcroft when it was finally played across the area. O'Sullivan complaining. Be interesting to see those two back again when we get an opportunity, but play goes on. Vivash. McMahon.
Here's the cross there from Beecham. So, there's a bit of handing going around there, but it's a mix-up. The ball goes back out to Beecham, and here's just the one they appealed for. The hands there. Oh, that does look suspect. That does look suspect.
Well, Ashcroft, the alleged offender on that occasion, Burgess before him, and I think West Brom were a little bit fortunate to get away with both of those, certainly.
That's where you want your arm to sort of shrink right into your shoulder.
Beecham has done brilliantly here. Can he finish? Good brave work by the goalkeeper. Excellent skill by Joey Beecham.
He just knocked it a little too far for himself here with his touch. There's the ball, you watch, it just gets away from him a little bit, and that tackle he's had to ride it, there it goes, and the keeper comes, throws himself, spreads himself, and Naylor's made a super save. That's a great save by Naylor.
Brave play by the goalkeeper, skillful play by Beecham. And West Brom hold on to their 2-1 lead. Ball just being returned to West Brom because they've been knocked the play to allow treatment. Well, look at that, the goal attempts, 11 to West Brom, 12 to Swindon, a huge number, and still a long time to go in this game. Only midway through the second half. Pollock gets it cleared, it's not a good clearance. He could be made to pay for that. Hamilton's in a good position, so is McNally. Ashcroft on this far side. And that's a shove surely by Ashcroft. On top. Only a throw given though. McMahon lifts it away from danger, but it's not out yet. Hamilton. Ashcroft. Good tackle by Vivash. Now McMahon. O'Sullivan couldn't keep it in.
Well, it's amazing, isn't it? 11-12, the strokes that go on. Unbelievable, that.
McMahon had his attempted clearance charged down by Ian Hamilton, but he's got away with a goal kick.
They're closing him down quicker now. Buckley must have told him at half time, you know, that he was having too much time, too much on. They've definitely closed Buckley down now, and they're doing better by doing that.
Swindon are about to make a substitution themselves now. West Brom can't, of course, unless it's the goalkeeper, because they've used their 2 outfield players. Swindon haven't made a change as yet, but McMahon's just signalled to the touchline that he wants to make that change. And the number being held aloft is that of Wayne O'Sullivan, so he's coming off, and Ty Gooden will take his place. Youngster who began his career at Arsenal as an apprentice, never made the first team, then joined with the Wanderers, in fact, and was released and has played the last few games for Swindon. Here's Fjortoft. Corner kick given.
He's got the wrong number on, isn't he?
Well, it's definitely him, I'm going to show you.
Yeah, I know, he played for you, didn't he, Alan?
That's the other substitute. Outfield is Luke Nijholt, the Dutchman. He's still on the bench. Rybash wants the corner played in long. It was a poor one by Gooden. McMahon. Now Taylor. And Rybash is still forward from the earlier corner and slips it through to Fjortoft. Good work by the defender Burgess. And just confirmation of the Swindon substitution. McMahon. Beecham. It's gone out of play. McMahon angry there and just sort of lashed at the ball in frustration more than anything else.
Yeah, it's a basic there by Beecham, really. All he's got to do is roll it back so McMahon can then stick it into the box, and he's played the ball out for throwing.
A little touch there by Rees again, but McMahon read it. Fjortoft. Taking his time over the throw-in, finally delivers it back to big Sean Taylor. In it goes long, it was intended for Fjortoft. It eventually reached Beecham. And he's won a throw-in off Pierre Noriga. He's done well since coming on in the first half. McMahon, under pressure there. Robinson helps it back again to Taylor. Fjortoft. Gooden. Not a bad effort, and it breaks loose to Todd, and Thorne's in there again. And they're creating a little bit more pressure now, Swindon. Albion's lead, I think a bit fragile at the moment. This is a good spell by Swindon. Gooden. Did well to get a cross in there, and Naylor did well to catch it.
Naylor looks worried to death. Look at the face on him. No problem, this. Gooden just gets the cross in, and it's goalkeeper's feet now. Come out, catch it, watch it.
Gooden's header. A fine one to find Fjortoft, who tries a shot from a ridiculous range, frankly.
Yes, but it's one of those that could have just caught the keeper off his line, and it could have just surprised him a bit. You know, I never mind strikers letting fly like that. They always take the chance, and maybe it'll just happen.
There's McMahon. What a good game he's had. Not quite so influential in the second half, but he has played well, Steve McMahon. And that's a good ball by Beecham to Fjortoft. And he always forces something, Fjortoft, and he's got to throw it. Ball up. McMahon. Took his time. Measured the little ball forward to Beecham. Handball with it. All the Swindon players appeal then, but in that case, let's play on.
They've got to watch this one. They don't sit back now too deep and too far. They've got to keep them squeezed up, push them up, and get this back forward pushed out.
Still 18 minutes remaining. Thorne's header finds Fjortoft. He's done well here, and he has Beecham in a good position. Couldn't slide it through. But now Beecham has it. Fjortoft. Brilliant. What a great goal by Fjortoft. That was class again. And Swindon have scored two brilliant goals today. Look at the sheer arrogance of the man. But why not if he could produce a goal like this?
This is great skill. He's got his back to goal here. He turns on his right foot, gets the break there, bang, unleashes the trigger, and there she goes right in the corner. It's a great finish. You know, here's a little ball in from Beecham. It is to him here. Played in. He backs in here. turns on his right foot, possibly given a bit too much room there, and bang, there goes the trigger, there's the ball in the net.
So both the Swindon Town strikers have given us brilliant goals and given them an opportunity to take something out of this game again. West Bromwich Albion 2, Swindon Town 2. That was the 25th goal of the season for Fjortoft. And he's won a free kick here. £500,000, I was going to say, John, they paid for him, and that is beginning to look one of the bargains of recent years.
I was just going to say, I mean, that's why a lot of clubs are watching him and are after him at the moment. He's got that great ability to finish.
And the previous manager, John Gorman, has certainly given them some gift in the Norwegian. Now, danger again here for West Brom. Cross a bit too deep. Gooden chasing to try and keep it in play, but he just failed. It's a goal kick. And at the moment, John, you'd have to say that if anyone is likely to nudge this one, it could be Swindon.
Well, I'm just going to stick with the old West Bromley because I feel they've got to come back in the game. Here's the goal here. Here it is. It's played in here. Right foot control. A turn here. A little double shuffle. And that's a great turn and a great strike. Good finish. Two great goals they've got Swindon before tonight.
Reese. Hamilton. Two Swindon players charged him down. Got the ball through, but and don't forget there's a big match going on at Wembley today, the Anglo-Italian Cup final, and the latest score there is Notts County 1, Askerby 1. Vivash. You can see highlights of that Anglo-Italian Cup final tonight on Central at 10:45. That's highlights, Notts County against Askerby, 10:45 tonight. Thorne battling away for Swindon. They're doing well, but just overwhelmed by numbers in the end. McMahon goes in hard. McNally's given it away to Hawthorns. Fjortoft. And you've got to believe there's danger around when he's in possession. We've got 6 players forward here, Swindon. Red shirts all over the West Brom penalty area. They've done enough to earn a corner, which they've taken very quickly. Warlock sliding it back to Beecham. Good-looking ball in. Vivash almost got ahead to it. Gooden. He's made room for the shot here, Gooden. And that wasn't far off target.
Great effort by Gooden, isn't it? He's got good ability there. He's turned, gone inside, and he's really got his left foot. Here's his turn here. And he looks up, left foot shot coming in now with power just over the top of the bar. Just didn't quite get it on target.
Never scored a goal in league football, Ty Gooden. He's only 22. And, well, what a moment that would have been for Swindon if he'd opened his account then. You get the feeling the next goal will be the winner. Gooden, lovely skill. Oh, and he's got round the challenge from Agnew as well. Fjortoft chips it very delicately and again displays the Jekyll and Hyde nature of his game.
Yeah, that's him, isn't it? You know, like earlier on in the second half, he missed that good chance when he got round the back and just clipped it wide. And there again, you look at him and he frustrates you when he plays like that.
McMahon turning it on, no offside given. Thorne was coming back. Raven. Agnew. Todd doing well with the header, but it's an Albion throw-in.
If the game runs its course, we're going to see West Brom now come in for a good spell, because that's the way it went in the first half, and it started off the second half like so.
12 minutes to go. It's West Bromwich Albion 2, Swindon Town 2. McNally. Burgess with the long ball for Hunt. Good header downwards. Taylor to get that one away. O'Regan. Good challenge by Robinson. Crowd of around 13,000 here today, still wondering what the outcome will be in this match. Very tightly balanced game right throughout, frankly. Probably a draw would be the fairest result, you would think, from what we've seen so far. At 10, 11 minutes remaining. 2-2. Vilas with the clearance. It's gone straight to O'Regan. Now Agnew. Giving it away carelessly.
So no need to do that. He had a lovely wide target here waiting for him to just look it into his feet. Just play it simple. Just keep the ball moving. Keep possession for a spell. That's what West Brom need.
Strange thing is about this game, we've had 4 goals and a couple of near misses. Neither goalkeepers have been particularly busy in terms of making saves. There's been a few back passes like that, but not too many saves.
But having said that, you can't blame either goalkeepers for either of the goals, can you really? They've been good goals, they've been well-struck balls, on target. No mistakes, really, have been made by the goalkeepers.
Now Fjortoft might profit from that misdirected header by O'Regan. It's done well, Fjortoft. Thorne in the middle! And Gooden! Yes! Ty Gooden gets his first goal in league football, and what a vital strike it could be for Swindon.
Yeah, it's a lovely feeling when you get that first goal. Here's Fjortoft out on the left there. He does a little shuffle, gets the ball in, and you're betting here that's going to go in and score there. But no, out it comes. He watches the ball right onto his left foot. Good technique, good power, good finish.
Fjortoft did brilliantly. O'Regan was indeed made to pay for his error, and Gooden lashed it home joyously. And Swindon, for the first time, are in front. What a fine second half this has been. What a good game all round, frankly.
The Fjortoft again did exceptionally well out there, Alan. He took his player on and done a little double shuffle. Quality cross, quality cross.
McMahon just managed to get it away, but Agnew's on to the end of it. Review again. Burgess. McNally. Albion suddenly, in the joy of Wednesday night when they defeated Wolves, find themselves chasing a point now against the team third from bottom in the table. Remaining. West Bromwich Albion 2, Swindon Town 3. Reese. That's a good layoff, and Agnew goes down under the challenge. However, the linesman had already flagged offside. Let's have a quick look at some programmes coming up on Central Television this week. Sporting Question, World Championship Boxing, and then all the goals in Ensley League Extra, Monday, 10:40. On Wednesday night, also at 10:40, that Central Sports Special featuring Derby against Swindon. Our normal Central Goals Extra programme goes out at 5 minutes past 5 next Saturday, and then a week today, next Sunday, the programme starts at 2:30. Port Vale, the visitors at Middlesbrough. The whole game live. Thorne doing well here. And he finds Fjortoft. And here's Gooden again! Did that go over the line? It didn't. It should have done. Well, Gooden could have been a real hero for Swindon then. That seemed as though it had to be a goal. And somehow or other, it wasn't.
And it's Fjortoft again. Out here on the left, here he goes. He goes by his defender, gets the cross in, and you see Gooden coming in. How he's missed that ball, I don't know. It's gone behind him, but that, I would say, is very, very tight. That looked very, very close to me. But the linesman is in the perfect position, and he says it never crossed the line. Yeah, here it comes in. The cross goes in here, and here it is there. Definitely not over the line. Well played, linesman. You were spot on.
And here's Gooden again. Here's another terrific effort. Thorne! Yes! Well, what a substitution Ty Gooden has proved to be for Swindon Town. The former Wycombe player who scored one goal and made another for Peter Thorne. And that surely will clinch the points for Swindon.
It's another good strike by the kid. Gooden, he comes in onto it on his left foot again, and it was a good strike. Here's the strike going in. The keeper palms it away, but there's Thorne following up with his left foot. Good strike in that. He's followed in the shot, and he got his true reward.
Thorne's second goal of the game, and Swindon, who've been 1-0 down and 2-1 down in this second half, now astonishingly have a 4-2 lead, and I have to say I think they deserve it. I think they have been the better side today. I'll just remind you, John, at this point that you've got to make your verdict on man of the match known soon.
Yes.
As Vivash clears his lines for Swindon. And a good ball back into the box. Danger here. Taylor made the challenge, and Hunt kept his feet. Had he gone down, who knows what the referee's verdict might have been.
And you're waiting for him to take a dive there, possibly, you know. And there's a little ball played through, and here's Hunty on the end of it. And did he get his ankles flicked? No, Taylor got a touch on the ball.
Didn't actually manage to keep his feet, as I said, but I think you know what I meant. If he'd have gone sprawling, the referee might have been convinced.
A swallow dive.
Well, a lot of the Baggies fans have seen enough. And this is the result, if it turns out this way, and it's hard to see West Brom getting back now with 4 minutes or so to go, that will keep West Brom looking anxiously at their remaining fixtures. They still need a couple more wins to be safe, at least. Regan battling away. Now, where's he going to go here? McMahon dispossesses him. And the manager has led by example out there for Swindon today. Vivash knocking it back into Fjortoft. And he tries another one of those outrageous efforts. Your man of the match, John?
Fjortoft of Swindon. He's changed the game in the second half. He's turned down the channels, he's crossed crosses in, and he's also scored his goal. Thorne was very close. They're a good pair of strikers, but I just felt for his touch and his skill, it had to go to Fjortoft.
And here's a lad who's had an influence on the game as well, Ty Gooden. Cut inside his man beautifully and drove that to the near post. Vivash with the header. McMahon helps it on. Fjortoft and Thorne trotting back for both offside.
There's Gooden here. He comes inside. He's left-footed and they haven't rumbled it yet, the West Brom defenders. And they're showing him inside. That's a good save, that is, by Naylor.
Gooden's there to win it back and win the throw-in. He could have had a couple of goals, in fact. That one that was floored back off the line by Naylor. When you think of the Fjortoft shot against the post and his other near miss, could have had tons of goals in this half. And Thorne unselfishly finds Fjortoft, Thorne still in the middle, and on a hat-trick, remember, and Fjortoft couldn't get it back to him. Well, Baggies fans won't appreciate the point, but this has been one of our more entertaining games for a long time, I think, particularly this second half. 6 goals. McMahon. Hamilton winning it back for West Brom. Long ball down the line by O'Regan to Hunt. Charged in the back surely by Taylor. Yes, free kick.
You can't believe how West Brom have gone out of the game, actually. They got their 2 goals, deservedly so. They were playing so well, they were on top and didn't seem in a lot of trouble. And then suddenly the game flip-flopped and it was all over.
Here's Rees trying to pull them back into the picture, and the shot by Ashcroft into the wall, and he still forces it through. But Todd on the edge of the 6-yard box gets it away. Now McNally. Rees trying to play it in down the line to Donovan. Beecham. O'Regan with the challenge, and Ashcroft in there now as well. The referee's found in Swindon's favour. We've moved into stoppage time, and Swindon Town are about to collect what is only their 2nd victory in 9 games, and 3 more vital points following on after their victory against Sunderland in midweek. They could do so much to preserve their First Division status this season. Having tasted life in the Premier League last season and gone down in such embarrassing fashion in the end, conceding 100 league goals, the thought of another relegation season must have been truly haunting them. But now they're on the way to victory, and Thorne could be on his way to a hat-trick here. Get in! Well done, son. That's a marvellous performance by Peter Thorne. A great hat-trick, and it rounds off a superb Swindon performance in this second half. 5-2.
What a great finish this is. He comes inside and there, bang, get in, explodes on that target. But here you look at the defenders and say you've got to keep him going wide. You know, he's going to check back on his right foot, but it's a good finish. Crack, get in.
Thorne deserves his moment of glory. West Bromwich Albion in the second half have defensively in a shambles at times, and there'll be a major inquest, I'm sure, by Alan Buckley into this. Swindon have scored 5 goals, and as I was saying moments ago, there have been several near misses as well. And this is a humiliating home defeat for West Brom. Fjortoft for Swindon, not finished yet, although we're deep into stoppage time now. Good interception by Vivash. Now Gooden. And Vivash wants to go forward now. McMahon. McMahon again. Gooden. Foul on him. But it won't make any difference. It's all over. Boos from the West Bromwich Albion fans. Cheers of delight for Peter Thorne and the Swindon following. And this could be the turning point of Swindon Town's season, you feel. Steve McMahon's grabbed the match ball. He wants to give it to Peter Thorne. His first ever hat-trick in league football. Ty Gooden's first ever goal in league football. And another one from Fjortoft, his 25th of the season. And Swindon blew West Brom aside in the last 20 minutes of that game. The final score, West Bromwich Albion 2, Swindon Town 5. What a day for Peter Thorne. And what a day for Swindon Town. Well, I'm sure Steve McMahon will have a huge grin on his face, because this could be a very significant victory for them. And he's down there now with Phil Meville.
Steve, you must be delighted with that.
Oh, well, delighted's not the word, really. Character, determination, you name it, was their skill. I think it was a great game.
Obviously, in terms of the 3 points, you needed them desperately, but I mean, the performance and 5 goals away from home must all go well for the rest of it.
Well, we've been threatening to do that for a little bit, I think. You know, the teams that we've been playing against, I think, have been a bit fortunate. Today, everything come right. Although I was disappointed in the 2 goals that we did concede. I think we should have defended them better. having said that, I can't complain with the result.
Smashing, Steve. Thank you very much indeed.
Thank you, cheers.
Yeah, terrific game. In fact, you'd be excused for thinking that was affecting promotion, wouldn't you? We'll be back to have a look at that remarkable second half when you come back. Welcome back. What a stunning second half that was. Just goes to prove what you said, Jim. You can't keep Jan Arge Fjortoft quiet for 90 minutes, can you?
No, you can't. Actually, it was the best game we've had this season, without any doubt. It was a great game. Both teams played superbly well, I felt. Although, I mean, you've got to question Albion's defence, obviously, but they were all well-worked goals by
Let's have a look at all 5.
Let's have a look at
shall we?
all 5. You can see them. I mean... It was this sort of game. Every goal was manufactured. This is Thorne's first goal, and what a crack at that. Oh, dear. Wonderful goal. And then my man, Fjortoft. This man's just got me another contract for a year, you know.
Has he got himself one?
Saying how good he is.
Yeah.
He might have booked a passage to a Premier League side if they want to get rid of him. And it's Fjortoft again. And Snoz is right. He was a bit unlucky, Snoz. He gave him man of the match award before Thorne got his hat-trick, but I'd still go along with that because that's Gooden's first goal in league football. I'll still go along with that. I thought Fjortoft turned the tide for Swindon, there was no doubt about that. And here again is Thorne backing up wonderfully.
Gooden shot.
Another Gooden shot. And I think by and large you have to say that this was when obviously Albion was shot to pieces. But what a good goal again that. But it was just like to say that it was really the best game we've seen for many a long time. Obviously Alan Buckley's not going to be very happy about it all, but it was superb.
Yeah, terrific. Congratulations to Swindon. 2 other games in the First Division today, both of them inevitably affecting the top or the bottom.